Alright, it is finally here, the long-awaited Q&A. So, before we get into this, make sure to like and subscribe. Also join my Discord server, discord.gg/hflip. And this is actually where I held the Q&A. So if you guys don't want to miss out on like big events like this, make sure to join my Discord server. It's also a really cool place to hang out and stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. Let's get into this. So Noob King 147 asks, where did you learn how to age flip? Who did you see age flip first, and who inspired you to start? So I actually learned age flipping from it's kind of funny, but I learned it from my dad, but not like in game. He actually helped me flip things in real life, mainly on eBay, because eBay is like, I like to call eBay like another auction house. And what I mean by this is, in eBay, you know, there's a buy it place, like a basically quote unquote, I'll just use Skyblock terms. There's a bin and there's a auction, right? And what I would do with my dad is we would go to the auction area, put put a bunch of bids on random items, mainly easier to sell items, not really hard to sell. And then after we win it, if we win or lose it, we claim it, and then we, they send it over, and then we put it on the bin. And yeah, that's how we made profits. So I guess I learned it from him. And I actually never saw someone flip first. Back in when the server first came out, there was no one really flipping. It was just kind of me and a few other people. Who inspired me to start? I guess myself. I just wanted to play the game, and flipping really helps, so I guess I just kind of stuck to it. Do you stream or think to streaming? I really do want to stream. Like, I'm gonna be honest here, I want to stream, but I just don't know how to stream because I don't know. I say a lot, so you guys probably don't hear it because I cut it out most of the time. But I do say the word and a lot because sometimes I just like get stuck and I'm like, what do I do now? But yeah, I think I'm gonna stream soon. I'm playing on it because building is very boring, so streaming, at least has someone to talk to. Next question is, who inspired you to age flip? No one really. I kind of just inspired myself, I guess. How much for a face? Bro, I'm not selling my face. Okay, my face is gonna be private. Bomb says, when is the face? No face reveal, bro. Why you guys want a face reveal? What's my ethnicity? I'm Indian. When will you quit Skyblock? I will probably quit Skyblock like when either the game is completely dead or I lose interest. Either one comes first. Probably the game dying, because right now I have a lot of interest in Skyblock because I get to make YouTube videos off of it. I was losing interest, but then I started making YouTube videos and it kind of just got me back in. So yeah, when will you stream anywhere? I'll probably stream on Twitch if I ever do stream, because I heard that's the best place to stream. I don't know. And Alex the Great Row asks, have you ever scammed someone in Skype? I'm like the most anti-scammer person you'll ever meet. Like, I hate scammers, bro. Meher Boat asks, why are you friends with Bomb and how did you meet? I don't really know how I met Bomb. I kind of just met him in Toad's server, and then I became friends with him because he seemed cool and he kept joining the VC, so I was like, okay, I'll just get used to him. So that's why I'm friends with Bomb. Where do you see your channels in a few years? Either dead or very much alive. Either one. The reason I say dead is because, so I have two pathways right now I could choose. My dad wants me to go into the cybersecurity pathway, and then my mom wants me to go down the healthcare road, right? And if I go down the healthcare road, I will probably end up, being inactive in my channel, or my channel is going to be given to someone else, like probably a close friend or something. But yeah, but if I go down the cybersecurity pathway, I'll probably keep uploading, but just a lot less often. But I'll still probably keep uploading because it's not too bad right now. How tall am I? I'm 5'10". Who inspired me to age flip? No one. Actually, the person who inspired me to age flip would probably be Terrace Steel. It's kind of weird, but Terrace Steel, when I used to flip, I saw him everywhere. Like, I don't know, I always like look up to him and I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be that rich one day. And guess what? Now I am. But yeah, who inspired me to flip? Terrace Steel. What made you start doing YouTube, and who do you look up to both? Who do you look up to most in both YouTube and age flipping? So the person I look most in age flipping, I'll just start with that one first, is probably gonna be this is a pretty hard one because there's no one I really look up to right now, because most flippers market manipulate and I don't really like market manipulators. But yeah, probably again Terrace Steel. He's really cool. If you guys want to know Terrace Steel, he's like, I think his IGN's like TERRASTEL, like that. And who made me start YouTube? A person, if you guys know, there's a person named, I think, something like that. Like, that's his name. And his editing and, like, recordings are insane. Like, I love his editing. He's probably the one who I look up to most in YouTube. So, and I started YouTube just because I wanted to have some fun. And that's really it. Me and my friend Knight, we wanted to make channels and have fun. and I don't think I've spoken to Knight in a little bit because I don't know, they got sick. So I kind of just like, can you do no auction house series? If I finish my Dirt to Everything series, I'll probably do an Iron Man series because those look really fun, but I don't know. Maybe, possibly. Do I have a girlfriend and am I planning to do a face reveal? Bro, I'm a Skyblock player. What do you think? But I'm kidding. I had a girlfriend, but then I started YouTube. YouTube is a very much time eater, like very much time eater. If I had a girlfriend, I'd probably have no time to do YouTube. It's either I pick one or the other. So yeah, I'll pick YouTube for now. And am I planning on doing a face reveal? No, I'm not gonna do a face reveal. What do you guys want to know? Bro, just think of an Indian, like a typical Indian average teenage male. There you go. That is me. Were you ever burnt out of flipping? Yeah, I got burnt out of flipping and I stopped flipping for about 3 months. I actually quit the game for 3 months and I came back. But yeah, flipping does get very, tiring if you do too much of it at once, or just like maybe just too much in general. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty fantastic. I'm just kind of making this Q&A right now. Why you have a weirdly satisfying voice? I think my voice is pretty annoying, but you do you, I guess. What made you do age flipping on YouTube, and did you know your flipping tutorials have been a big help for many beginners? So when I actually upload my videos, I don't really think of them as tutorials because I don't really, like, when I watch over them, I don't really see anything that, would help me in flipping. I don't know, maybe you guys just see something, but I mainly just did age flipping on YouTube because, whenever you do YouTube, you pretty much upload what you're best at, right? And I'm really good at flipping, so I just chose to, hey, why not just do, flipping? Some people do skills, some people do wasting money on stuff, so yeah, I just did flipping as my little profession. How much have you made from flipping in total? Around 13 billion coins. My net worth's 13 billion, but I also have a lot of investments, so that's why. And I've only been given around 1 bill contraband from friends and, fans, so around 13 billion, flipping, because I really don't have any RNG drops I've ever gotten. What's my biggest flip ever? A Chimera 5 Hyperion I bought for 1 bill and I resold for 1.5 bill to another player, so that's around a 500 mil flip. What's the most you've made in one flipping session? I think like 800 mil. It was a lot. It was in the Chimera 5 one because I kind of did that and then I did a lot more flips in that session. What do you think about the new SBZ Instacell channel? The new SBZ Instacell channel is really bad. Like, I went from getting like, because usually what I do on SBZ is I flip on an alt. I'm not gonna say my alt's name, but I do flip on an alt with my SBZ on SBZ because I don't know, I like to get the your guys' experience. And from what I could tell, before the SBZ Instacell channel, I was getting about 5 to 10 DMs per hour because you could upload like 6 times or something. And now I'm getting around 2 to 3 DMs, which is not the best, and most of them are they get really heated whenever I offer too little. So yeah, I don't think it's that great. It sucks now. What's the best thing to age flip and what's the fastest thing? So if I told you this, I would literally get hated by so many people, like, and the method would die instantly too, so it wouldn't even like be helpful that much because it would kill the method and people would hate me. So I can't really tell you that. I'm sorry about that. What other games do you play? I don't really play other games as in like PC games. I do play on my phone a lot. I play a game called Monster Legends. That game's really fun in my opinion. It is very pay to win though, so if you don't have money, I don't recommend playing it. But you can play it if you're free to play. I play Clash Royale and I also play Clash of Clans. So yeah. Why did you pick your name like 2? Why not 3? Because a character named Zero. So my first anime I've ever watched was Darling in the Franxx, and a character named 02 stuck out to me the most. So I kind of just picked her name. I was like, I'm gonna make my name 2. Well, at first it was actually 0, and then I made it 2 because 2 sounds way cleaner than 0. Do you ever think of playing Rust? No, but I love watching Rust videos. Like, I had this phase where I would like stay up all night, just in my bed, under my blankets. I would put on like a Rust video. It'd be like an hour or 2 long. I would just watch the entire thing and then go to bed. I love Rust, but I just don't have enough time to play it. How old were you when you started flipping IRL? About 10 years old, I think. Yeah, around 10. What was your best flip? 500 mil. How long do you spend recording and editing? I spend around 2 hours recording. Not 2 hours recording. I spend like a long time recording, like 6 to 8 hours maybe. And editing is more like 2 to 4. Depends on what the video is. Like if it's a Dirt to Everything video, I'm kind of getting used to how to make it. Like originally it took me like 6 hours per video because I had no idea what I was doing. But now that I'm getting more used to the DaVinci, it's getting way faster. So I'm having a lot more time open, but most of the time I just spend watching, shows. Like right now I'm watching Hunter x Hunter. If you guys haven't watched it, I would really recommend it. I love it so far. It's really good. What's my favorite thing to flip, like hype, SA, Necron, etc.? My favorite thing to flip is probably Ender Dragons, because those sell, not, they don't sell fast, but I like them because a lot of people give me high low balls on them. When did you start flipping? Like a few weeks after the game began, or the game got released, but my profile got wiped, and I'll get into that wipe story later. Flipping gets boring for you at some point, question mark? What do you do in order to rest from flipping? So I never get bored of flipping because this is what I do. I get on for 5 to 10, or it's not 5 to 10. I get on for about 15 minutes average, 15 to 25 minutes, and then I'll buy a bunch of things, waste all of my money, almost all. If I have over a billion, I will not waste all. I will only waste like a fourth of it. Or it really just depends on what items I find, but most of the time I will waste all of my money on items and put them in chests, and then, you know, turn off my computer or like go grind skills. And when I do turn off my computer, I'll just go into my bed or do homework and stuff, and either watch videos or watch shows. So yeah, that's what I do in order to rest from flipping. What was your best flip? 500 mil. What got me into flipping? Money. You know, money. It's very. Also, I just like flipping. Flipping is really fun. What's my first flip? My first flip was a I think it was a magma or ember rod, and I don't remember how much I bought it for, but I bought it for really low and then I resold it for high. How old am I? I'm 16 years old. Do you like axolotls? No, they're really weird. I don't care if they're cute. They're probably planning something. How did you meet Bomb? I met him through another person's Discord server. Will you ever release some of your best flipping methods? Nope. And I do not plan on selling classes either. And I get a lot of DMs asking how much are my classes. I do not sell classes, and I'm not planning to sell classes. Okay. If you guys want to buy classes, I really don't know anyone who's selling classes. Most people will charge like 200 mil in that range of classes. So I don't really think classes are worth it in my opinion, because you could probably learn more without the classes. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. Number 1, congrats on 10k. Thank you. Have seen his response to Bobby to you? Yeah, Bobby's video, if you guys don't know who Bobby is, he's the person who scammed 4 bill from his fans. He's a joke. His videos are a joke. His money making methods are a joke. He is really bad at the game, and yeah, he's overall just a bad person. His response was really bad. His response was just like, the only response that I actually got from him was him making like a big fuss about me making a joke about calling him fattest. Like, that's not even a word, girl, bro. What do you eat for breakfast? Nothing. I don't eat breakfast. I only eat lunch and dinner. I don't really care about breakfast. I know someone's gonna be like, oh, but it's the most important part of the meal day, right? But I really don't care. Breakfast is overrated in my opinion. Yeah, you should probably eat breakfast if you're a healthy person, but I am not healthy. I'm very unhealthy. It's fine. How did you learn how to flip? I learned by myself. It's really easy. Flipping, in my opinion, has never been hard for me. What made you start YouTube, and any tips on starting out? So I started YouTube just because I wanted to have fun. I never was really actually gonna I wasn't really planning on taking this far, right? Like, I would never think in a million years I had 10k subs. Like, that's crazy to me. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But any tips for starting out? Highly recommend to have a upload schedule, right? Don't upload randomly. Have an upload schedule that you're good with. And if you are gonna upload randomly, make sure it's like, I guess, because I heard you're not supposed to upload randomly because it like messes with the algorithm. Because if you upload at a bad time, you're gonna get low views. Now that really just depends on your channel's sub count, right? If you have a low sub count, you probably shouldn't upload randomly, like at random times and stuff. And one more thing, put effort into all of your videos. No matter how low of a sub count you have, just try putting the most amount of effort you can. Because if you put little effort, people are gonna be like, oh, okay, whatever, he's just another average YouTuber, right? But if you put a lot of effort, you're like, oh, wow, he's a really good, YouTuber, and then they're gonna recommend you to friends, and it just goes like that. Obviously, I wasn't really planning on taking this seriously, so I kind of just made all my videos like super unedited. I was kind of just like, my editing in my old videos just was me cutting things out. That's it, and adding some sound effects in the ends and stuff. So yeah, I don't know how I grew up. I don't know how I grew this far, but yeah. What mic recording software and editing software do you use? Also, what monitors do you have and your PC specs? Okay, so that's really easy. So I have 2 AOC monitors, both are 144 Hertz. My mic is I don't know what model it is, but it's a Blue Yeti. I don't know what, it's a studio mic. I know it's a studio mic because I got it for free actually. My dad's friend, he owns like a bunch of studio mics because, I don't know, I guess he was like a producer or something. And then he was like, my dad told him that I was making a YouTube channel, and he's like, okay, I'll give you, do you want one of my mics for free? It'll help you out. I'm like, okay, I'm down. Because my old mic was also a Blue Yeti, but it was a very bad quality Blue Yeti. It was a Blue Snowball, and I really don't recommend buying snowballs. Like, they are super bad. You can't put them on mic stands, or well, you can, but it's very annoying and it looks ugly. and overall it's just a bad mic. So but my recording software is OBS and my editing software is DaVinci Pro Resolve 17. But I am planning on switching that to Adobe Premiere Pro because that one is super good. And I don't know, it's just overall really good because I also get Photoshop with it for free, so like might as well buy it, right? And my PC specs is a 1660 Ti with so the GPU is a 1660 Ti, the CPU is a Ryzen 7 5800X. I know it's a very overkill CPU for my GPU, but I'm planning on buying a 3060 soon because 3060s are becoming a lot easier to buy, and especially when Newegg's doing their shuffle, which you can basically get a 3060. My friend actually got a 3060, so that's really good. And I'm planning also buying a 3060. Actually my card's gonna be a 3060 or 3070 Ti. It's any of those mid-range, right? And my motherboard, I don't remember what it is, but it's a AOS motherboard, or no, Asus Asus motherboard, and I have 6 of 8 GB RAM because I don't really need more, because I'm a Minecraft YouTuber, don't really need more than that. And yeah, and the CPU's fan thing is just a cool master. I don't really know what it's called, but yeah. And the case is a NZXT, my bad, case, which is it's a simple case. It's a small black one, which the reason I chose a small one is because I'm not planning on getting a 3070 yet, but when I do get the 3070, I will probably upgrade it into a bigger mid-tower case. And right now it's not a small tower, it's still a mid-tower, but it's just like more compact than a mid-tower, so it's like a small mid-tower. I don't know. What's my greatest loss in flip? Like 30 mil. I don't really lose money in flips. I don't know how people do. I mean, I get if it's like your first time, but other than that, I don't really know. Maybe price drops, but yeah, that's the only thing I can think of actually having to like lose in a flip. Or maybe got manipulated, but I don't know. Being manipulated as a good flipper, you're kind of bad then. I'm just joking. But yeah, my biggest loss is like 30 mil. As you are a super fast growing YouTuber channel, what amount of subscribers do you think you will have in 2 months time? I've actually been thinking. So according to my YouTube statistics, I gain around 100 subs per day. So by that, I should have 15k subs in 2 months, hopefully, which is really good in my opinion, right? 15k subs is really good, and I know it grows exponentially, but I mean, it obviously caps eventually, but it grows exponentially to a point. So about 15 months in my opinion, that's what I think. What's the most consistent and unkillable age flip you've done or know of? It was a consistent one. It was a long time ago. I used to flip Midas staffs. That's actually how I made my first few billion coins. I would just buy Midas staffs, like non-starred Midas staffs, right, for about 110 mil, and I would resell them for about 140 mil. And this was like a long time ago, and I was making bank because no one really knew that the real prices of Midas staffs, so I kind of just like abused that no one knew the fact that Midas stats were not, or it was non-starred, right? So this was before the before anyone could use a starred Midas stat, when they had like a cat of 25 rec. Also because most people didn't have cat of 25 at the point, or at the time. What got me into flipping? Money. That's mainly what got me into flipping. Any tips with average money to flip? Don't do a lot of trial and error, okay? Flipping has a lot of trial and error. Just because you lose some in a flip doesn't mean you should give up, right? Keep going, learn from your mistakes. What's the best flip you ever did? Come here, 5 parent for 500 mil, or 1 bill, and I resold it for 500 profit. How did you get to know of Skyblock and start YouTube? I got to know Skyblock through a friend. He was like, yo, you want to play this game? It's really fun. It's like an MMORPG game. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm down. And I started YouTube because of fun as well. I didn't really plan on taking YouTube seriously. That's why my first videos are like really weird. Like if you guys have seen them, one video is literally called Horse Run, and like the other one's like I have a girlfriend. Like I really never planned on YouTube or taking my YouTube channel really seriously until like I think it was my flipping to AOTS series that got me big. And yeah, that's the one that really just like put me on people's recommendations and stuff. Have you ever committed a crime? Yes. I'm not gonna explain it, but Yeah, because of legal reasons. But yes, how are you so damn efficient while flipping? A lot of experience. Like, I am a very experienced flipper. You cannot compare yourself to someone who's been flipping for 2 years, okay? That's the big tip right there. Do you ever plan on face reveal? Bro, if I get another face reveal, I'll face reveal for 1 bill. There you go. That is my hard limit. 1 bill. It could be items or coins. 1 bill. What motivates you to do YouTube? Just the nice comments I get. Also nice DMs. Everyone's like, hey, you're a great content creator. Like, hey, I love your videos. Or like, hey, you're really good at this. It's really nice. So I guess just the general support makes me continue uploading YouTube videos. Will you continue making Skyblock content, or will you ever shift your content as your channel grows? I will shift as soon as Skyblock dies, or as soon as I lose interest in Skyblock. I'll probably switch over to popular games, because right now, no one can lie. If you're playing Skyblock, you're not going to be getting the most amount of subscribers. The most amount of subscribers right now, it comes from playing Splitgate or any popular game like Warzone and stuff. So if you play any popular games, then you will probably get a lot of subscribers. And Valorant is also in that, so yeah. But I only upload Skywalk because I'm, again, doing this channel for fun. I don't really care about getting subs right now. What do you like most about Hypixel Skywalk? I like that there is a progression system. Now, it's not the most balanced progression system, obviously, but there's still a good progression system, right? There's something to work towards. Like, even if you have 20 bill net worth, there's still things you can do, right? It's not just like, and the best thing is money can't buy you everything, right? You can't buy, Slayers with money, right? You can't just instantly buy a Slayer level 9 for every Slayer. You have to grind for it. You can't, like, yeah, and some people can be like, oh, but you could, for minions, you can just buy minions and bam, easy, farming every skill average 55 or 50, right? But the thing behind that is minions will take way too long, so you will never actually get it. That's the point, right? So minions are there to help, but they're not gonna push you to get skill average like 60 or 55 just by using minions. You're gonna have the skill grind if you want max account. What motivation to keep playing Skyblock, and what might push me out of my comfort zone is something that is so upsetting that I might consider quitting. I also have a nice day. You have a nice day too. I like, just the nice daily comments I get, because anytime I go into a public hub, or like I go into my island, a lot of people visit me, or like a lot of people will notice me in hubs now, which is really nice, and they'll all say like, oh my god, I love your videos, and I'm like, oh, thank you. And something that would make me super upset to quitting is probably if Bomb 8, my co-op member, decided to grief me. That would probably make me end up quitting. If the most trusted person in my life did that to me, yeah, I would quit too. What made me so interested in flipping and making a YouTube channel? Also, GG on 10K, thank you. What made me interested in flipping was money, because, money. And it also helped me, it taught me a lot of IRL skills. I can't even lie. Like, I'm not gonna say the IRL skills, because some IRL skills should not be said, or some things should not be said and kept to myself. So, yeah. But, making a YouTube channel, again, was just for fun. I really never planned on taking it seriously, and having this big of a YouTube channel is still crazy. Like, it's very hard to wrap my head around this. Why are you in a co-op with Bomb? Mainly co-op slots. He doesn't really do anything in my co-op. He kind of just chills in there. But yeah, mainly co-op slots. In which grade am I in? I'm in 10th. I'm in 11th grade. How much age flipping sessions do you do, and how long are they? Per day, I'll probably do around 1 or 2. And they're about 20 minutes long each. Have random people ever seen you IRL knowing you was you? No, because I've never face revealed, and my voice is very hard to detect IRL because I normally have a mask on, so it's like my voices are like, it just sounds muffled and stuff. How much coins do you make a day? Really just depends on the profile. On my dirt to everything, I'm making around 50 to 60 mil per day. And on my main, right now I'm making none per day, but I used to be making 200 to 300 mil per day. Who was your inspiration to start flipping? If it wasn't anyone, why did you start flipping? My inspiration to start flipping was no one, but I only really started flipping because I've been doing that in every game I've ever played, or like any game that has like a trading system of some sort, right? The main thing was like, if you guys know what a game mode called Factions is, if you guys know what a game mode called Prisons is, Prisons had so much, like, quote unquote, like auction houses, right? So what happened was, if you guys know someone named SS Undy or Sunday, He was a Prisons player. I don't remember what server, but I used to play Prisons with him on this one server. And what I would do is I would, like, whenever they would release an update, I would immediately buy or, like, grind the thing that they're, the hardest thing to get in the update, and I would sell it to him for, like, and he overpays so much on everything because he has to make videos and stuff. Why is your Discord name 2 but your channel name totally Alex? My mom told me just to make my name so, something that's not my IRL name, so I was like, okay, I'll just do something that's completely not Indian, and I chose Alex. And I was like, oh, I'm totally Alex, that's totally my name. It's not actually my real name. And my Discord name is 2. I actually wanted to make my IGN 2, but then I found out that 2 is for sale for like $15,000 or something. So I can't afford that. How do I get good or know which flips are okay and bad? Trial and error. That will help you a lot. How much did you have when you started flipping? 0 coins. How long did it take you to get your first bill? After I got wiped, once I came back, it took me around 2 months because I was very slow. And plus, it was like, back then, one bill was actually a lot because 4.7 hadn't came back then, so it was really hard to make money at the time, and giant swords were like negative profit at the time too. What's the best bin snipe you've ever gotten? Probably a Hyperion for 200 mil. Yeah, probably that. Opinion on auction to bin flipping? I hate it. Everyone just outbids over bin. It's really dumb. I really don't find how people think outbidding over bin is smart. I don't know. Maybe they're bots. They're really dumb though. Anyone who outbids over bin is stupid. I hate them so much. They waste so much of my time. Are you ever gonna grind skills, slayers, and if so, what would you want to do? I don't really know what that means, but yeah, I'm planning to grind skills and slayers, not on my main because my main's kind of just an AFK profile right now. What's the most effective way to flip? I don't know. I'm sorry, I really just don't know. How did you find out / start playing Skyblock? I just saw them. A friend told me. That's it. Congrats on 10k. Thank you. If you were to change one thing in Skyblock, what would it be? 8 slots. 100% would add or would remove 8 slots because that just seems dumb. It's limited flipping so much now. If you weren't playing Skyblock, what would you play? Probably right now, as of now, Splitgate. What is the point of flipping if you already have enough coins for everything in the game? I don't really care about buying items. I rather have purse coins because I like to see my money going up, right? I don't really care. If I see items, I'm like, oh, cool, items. But if you see coins, you're like, oh, wow, that's coins, right? And yeah, there is no point in flipping for me. I just like to see my coins going up. What is your favorite part about YouTube / creating videos? The support it comes with it. What do you do when you have no coins left and you have a bunch of slow to sell items on AH? I just wait. Like, if it happens over multiple days, I'll continue waiting. I'll probably grind something so I can start flipping again though. But yeah, most of the time it's just I wait a lot. Hey Alex, I've been watching your videos for a while. I really appreciate how much these help, whether it's watching them for fun or watching them for legitimate tips. Anyways, hey, my question is, what motivates you to keep grinding YouTube and age flipping? The support it comes with, like, if you guys have ever read my comments, there's a lot of comments who are really nice and supportive and stuff. And also I literally get 50 to 100 plus DMs per day. Most of them, a good majority is asking me if I could lowball their items, and then there's another good majority which is saying nice things about me. So it's always nice, right? That's what keeps me motivated. You guys keep me motivated. What do you do for effective age flipping? I don't know. I really don't know what effective age flipping means. I just flip. I don't really do anything else. And I don't really do anything different than anyone else. Why don't you make guides to flip? Because I don't want. Because if I made a guide on how to flip, I just told about the video would probably do really well, right? Because it's a guide to flip. Anyone would want to watch that. I could probably get about 30,000 views on that. That means 30,000 people will now try to attempt how to flip. And guess what? I won't be able to make any more flipping videos. And also, it would be much harder to flip for everyone else. And everyone is going to hate me for ruining flipping. So I'd rather just keep my tips and stuff to myself, Are you a woman? Of course I'm a woman. Have you heard my voice? What's your longest age flip session? Like 50 minutes, I think. It was very long. I hated it. Dreadful. What motivates you to keep flipping and making videos? Support. Why don't you keep your methods to yourself and profit off them rather than giving them to the community? I've given literally 0 methods to the community right now. You guys can look at my videos and be like, oh, so he flips this, but there's a whole different set of items I flip off camera, and those are the items I mainly flip That's how I mainly make my money, right? And showing you guys that I flipped like a 4 mil item won't really affect me because most people won't know how to find those deals. So it doesn't really ruin, it doesn't ruin flipping for anyone. And if it had ruined flipping for anyone, I would probably notice, mostly because I flip those items most of the time. And yeah, the only methods I actually told was in my how I got a Hyperion in 3 days, which was just saying like, oh, you should flip Storm and Necron, right? Which those are pretty much dead for me now. I don't really flip Storm and Necron anymore. I do occasionally flip Legion 5 Storm and Necron, but not really Storm and Necron anymore because everyone's like starting to price their things right, which is unfortunate. And there's also bin bots that are coming in and sniping everything. What motivates me to flip? I don't really know. I like having coins, so that, I guess that. When did you start flipping? I started flipping pretty much a week after Hypixel released. What made you start a YouTube channel? Do you look up to anyone? I look up to something like that. He's a great YouTuber. I think everyone should check him out. And what made me start with a YouTube channel was just having fun, you know? Everything should be about having fun. Do you like to flip or just for the views? I like to flip. I've been flipping. If I just flipped for the views, I probably wouldn't have 10 bill net worth right now, right? Or 13 bill net worth, right? I've been flipping forever. Like, even though I got wiped and banned, after I got unbanned, I kept on flipping, right? Like, flipping is really fun. Do you only flip in Hypixel Skyblock or in real life as well? I flip in both. Do you want YT rank? I mean, I guess I'll take it if I get the opportunity, but I'm not really aiming for YouTube rank right now. What is your happiest Skyblock moment? My happiest Skyblock moment was when this person I was talking to, she would like stay up late, like really late with me, and we would just build our islands, and it was really fun. If you guys look at my island right now on my main, that's the island I built with her. She's really cool. Most profitable flip, 500 mil. Opinion on cheese. Cheese is weird. I hate it unless it's pizza. Even then, I still hate it. What's the best thing that's ever happened to you? With this YouTube channel, you guys. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me. What are you playing besides Hypixel Skyblock? I've been playing Monster Legends and Clash Royale a lot. Those are really fun. How long did it take to make my first billion coins? Around 2 months. But now it's a lot easier, right? Because you can, since there's so much, since there's such a big amount of money dumped into the economy, you can easily make 1 bill in less than a week now of starting the game. So yeah, but that is experience, okay? You can't just like, you can't be like non-experienced and then trying to flip, right? You have to be experienced to be making a bill per week without anything. Can you make an uncut video of how you look for flips? No, because then you guys will know how I flip, and then I can't flip like that anymore. Biggest L you've ever taken in Skyblock? When it was late night, and I stayed up all night, and I was gonna be like, because a friend named Carnage, he asked me if he could borrow my ghost grinding setup, and I was like, you know, I wonder how much ghost grinding. So what I did was I put my money in the bazaar, put like a bill in there. But the issue was I put diamond blocks. I put 707 mil in there. But instead of putting 100k per block, I put 1 mil per block, and I lost 600 mil. So that's my biggest L. How do you recommend that I start ace flipping? Just try, and try a lot of items. Don't limit yourself, okay? Try a bunch of items and then see what works best for you. How did you start, and how would you with all the current updates in each phase of the game? Early, mid game, and end game. So in early game, I don't know what start means. I'm gonna guess it's flipping. In early game, I would recommend starting to flip with like ending soon area. Mid game, I'd still recommend to stick with ending soon area, but I also recommend to start looking into bin flipping. And then end game is just bin flipping. You don't really H flip, and then there. What are some good things to think about while flipping? Margins. Keep margins in your head. Why are people not subbed? I wonder. You guys should totally subscribe. How do you get the inspiration to continue playing? That's mainly my YouTube, because my YouTube really helps me motivate to continue doing everything right now. How do you calculate prices of low demand items like wither helmets and other items? I use high auctions, and I kind of just stock the price. If I'm trying to get into a new flip, I'll just stock high auctions and see what the average price is, and I'll kind of just go from there. What got you into Minecraft / Skyblock? A friend, heard it from YouTube, etc. So Minecraft, I actually got into it because it was a very popular thing in my school, and everyone played it, and I was the only person who didn't have it. So yeah, I kind of just got it on my iPad, and then I started bringing my iPad to school, and we were all playing Minecraft and stuff. It was really nice. But Skyblock, I heard it from a friend. Do you plan to go to college / university? If yes, what am I gonna major in? I plan on going to college, and I'm gonna either major in a cybersecurity pathway or a healthcare pathway. That's what I'm thinking of. Do you touch grass? Bro, I go outside literally every day. I play, if anyone wants to know, the amount of time I spend in this game, I spend around 1 to 2 hours per day playing the game. I do not spend that much time. I really don't get where people, you tell me as an insult, like, oh, go touch grass. Do you play any instruments? Not anymore, but I used to play tuba for like 4 years, and then I moved, so I kind of just had to stop playing tuba. How much do you like Ghost on a scale of 1 to 10? Probably like 12, right? Yeah, maybe 13. Who built your main island profile? I did. Favorite animal? Rabbit or hamster? Do you read these? Yes. Can you do an island tour? Yeah, I guess there's not really much to do, but yeah, I can do that. How did you meet Snake? I met him on a server. I think it's High Auction server. We talked a lot, or he saw me flipping, or me and him, we basically always do H exclamation mark AH, which would show our auctions, and we would always like talk to each other and stuff. So yeah, that's how we met. We met through a High Auction server. What's your favorite mayor in Skyblock? 100% Scorpius. He's super cool. Could you tell us how low to go with prices in different price ranges? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. You have to DM me. Actually, yeah, DM me and I'll answer that. And explain it to me. What do you mean? Have you ever flipped IRL? Yeah, I used to flip gums and chip bags and something that's illegal, but I can't really say that. And yeah, that's basically it. Do you get hate? Yeah, I do occasionally because of quote unquote leaking money making methods, even though they aren't. I'm not really leaking them because they still work for me, so I don't really know how it's leaked. Who is your mom's favorite child? Probably my sister. What do you enjoy flipping the most? Probably Shadow Assassin. I love it. And this is the ending. This is a very long video. If you guys actually stayed all the way through the end, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves. Check up on yourselves. Eat, bro, eat. Go eat, bro. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you next time. Peace.